Hello, it's me, the Wallaby here. Now, obviously, I feel a lot better. I was kind of a bit sick for about 3 days. Well, a little bit of lag there, but I'm actually fine. I actually I was sick, and now I'm not stuffy anymore. I'm not sure this will stay like this, but I'm not sure. But it actually is actually a bit better. I feel much more better and much more um, you know, happy. No way. A little bit more better. Now you see, obviously, I feel a lot better. What was going on was uh, I was trying to. Well, I'm gonna give you this. Um, I've been fine, and yeah, I feel actually much better. Usually I'm kind of bit feel better, but now I feel way more better. Now I've been doing okay, a little bit okay. Just I was wondering. Um, I can't remember. And now I'm trying to be like shy. Okay, wait, you can do this. Weird thumbnail. Oh, okay. So I had like a sinus infection on my nose, and I was sneezing like badly, and I'm a little bit rusty, but I feel not stuffy anymore. At least I don't have sneezing and stuff. Um, but it's normal. It usually happens to most people. But since I have a very good immune system, mostly what happened was possibly was from my mom. I somehow I got infected from her, and then she passed along by me, and then of course I got infected somehow, and my immune system was kicking in. Now after all of that, probably was focused on and then I have something on my finger. I don't know what it is, but it's like a fever blister. It looks like a bruise now, but it hurts really bad. And then on my palm of my hand, oh my god, you can actually see it really good on my camera. You see the brown spot right there? I can't see it, but you guys can really see it. That is a blue fever. That is a bruise. My mom says it's from the mouse, but I don't think so. Yeah, and it's really hurts when I press down on it. It's a bruise on my hand. It kind of hurts. It really hurts really bad. Um, I always pick on myself. Don't tell anybody that. I'm already telling you that. That's a weird thing to say. It's a stupid word to say. Yeah, something here. It's very bothering me. It's don't know what it is. It's kind of awkward, and since you can tell in my voice that something isn't right on me, and you're correct. A little bit of a thing. I already have some tissue papers here. Oh my god, my head is so out. By the way, this actually isn't from oils. I hate this. These dots are bothering me. I should have set this on Hoodoo and Style, but it really isn't style. It is just, I don't know what you can say about that. But you see the beard is already grown back. Actually, I feel a little bit more softer, a bit more organized, but still, it grows so fast and so. But this is, I'm growing. This is, really what I experience. Oh man, I kind of miss my young age, but for now, I think it's just the afterlife. Sooner or later, I don't know what the future is. Yeah, whatever. You have a connection problem. Stop it. Go away. You don't have a problem. I know my connection is brilliant. Obviously, even though it's a hobby, I wonder what happened. Would they just give up on the free thing? Would they just, I mean, 50 years. I mean, furries have been around since the 60s. That's a long time. Now, obviously, it doesn't mean that I'm a furry. You can tell about this. It's just because of the that actually is, well, it's an old thing. It's been around since really old, and basically it's called human knowledge, and that's because humans need to have entertainment, and that's what it is. Even though people think that it's just something. However, the other thing is such as, well, things that don't make things to breed, such as male and female. I shouldn't put this age restricted, but I really don't have enough time. You get the pressure. I get it. Um, yeah, it's just a crazy thing out there. Um, First of all, yeah, furries have been around for a while, and then it got to become a little bit more not aggressive. I should say. I saw this. There was actually a documentary about furries. It actually was on Furfinity, and it was actually on there. Forgot what it was called, but it was on Netflix. I remember that, and I'm not sure. There were some bizarre people on there. Like I didn't know, and then it just got weird, like bizarre. It's like my mom's like, now I understand why. Um, and But the fact is, there's a bunch of more hobbies. You got space. I've seen actually, to be honest with you, seen things on Furfinity such as space related. So it still does have a mixture. However, animals in space are kind of bit in real life. It doesn't work that way. We used to put animals in space on the V2 rocket, which was actually where we put flies, or then we got chimpanzees and monkeys and etc. and whatever they were, and then dogs. Actually, it was the dog that went into orbit first on Sputnik 2 with Larky, whatever it's called. you know, and then they set up a cat in France. However, it suffered something. It had suffered something, so they had to put it down. But my mom disagreed on this because of the fact that it's been so long ago. People didn't know what animals felt like, and eventually, when we actually have a colony on the moon, we need to have animals for, well, something. Obviously, dogs are like extremely good for helping because they also do multiple things that we need help that we don't have. So technically, furries are a thing that basically, unless, however, there is something such as, well, which I don't like when people abuse animals. It's just horrifying, especially those people that just have horses just in a stable and they just don't care about it. And it's just like, why would you, if you don't like these horses or something like this, why just give it to somebody else? They will take care of it really well. But then no, it's just on the there's like this show called Animal Cops Houston. Oh my god. Oh, just these people, what they do to these animals, it's just makes my mom just terrified. If you're an animal lover, well, if you are, then you're most likely. My mom hates when people say animal lover because that actually is a lie. If you love animals, then that means that you love them and then you don't care about them. If you say you care about them, that means you feed them, you take care of them, take them a bath, do playing and exercise and all that stuff, and then of course just take care of it, and eventually you'll take care of it in a proper way, train it and making sure it is not fence aggressive and if you really need to get a husky, then I suggest you go in somewhere cold because huskies do not like to be. If you leave a tip note for animal people, please do not leave your dogs inside. When you put them outside most of the time, their fur adapts to the conditions. So put them out for a while. Not too long. If it's too cold and too hot, please give them shelter and care, or else of course, animal control will be coming over. Um, those dogs over there, they just bother me a lot because they always bark at me, and it's just annoying. And there's no shelter. They say there's food, but there's no shelter. There's a key missing. If you want those animals out there, then I suggest you people need to put, or just get rid of the dog or animal or whatever it is. Now, obviously, if you have something like a pair or something, I don't know. I've seen dogs and cats because I used to have one because, I used to have a dog. I used to have a cat. I used to have a rat, actually. I even tried to safely get rid of the mice. Two of them. Me and my mom did. Mine was a sweetie pie, and she was a rat, not a mouse. A lot of people say rats are basically called mice are called baby rats or something like that. And like something weird, but really a rat is a rat, mouse is a mouse, but a mouse isn't this. Good pun there. It's just I heard it's like really did you see was it big? No. Then it's a mouse. If it's that, okay, really. It really doesn't matter because I know because I actually had a mouse before. Not a mouse, a rat, because I had a rat before. And I know what a rat does, and even my mom knows how they roll and pack and do all this stuff. I've seen little dwarf hamsters. They're so cute over at PetSmart or something. They're just so cute, and they're just like all over the place. They're like a cent or something, like really cheap, Except you need to feed them, but they probably could be easy. But Sweet Pie only lasted for 2 years because out of care. But supposedly it was my fault to take care of her because my mom got, I guess, sick, and that's, we had fish before, which here she was, Jose, and died for some reason. I don't know why he died. I don't know, because we had a little fish tank. Maybe my mom killed it. Yeah, my mom, a secret is my mom does, kind of kill animals. She tell me stories about my dad and when he had Daisy, the Rottweiler, little puppy. My dad would throw her and abuse Daisy. It's just, why would someone do that? It's just a puppy. It doesn't know any better. It's just a puppy. It doesn't, there's no. My mom found her in somewhere, and when she was doing Auto Trader, and oh boy, my mom sort of hated the boss because he was a dick, and my mom's like, he just and the wife of him is just like sweet, and then the husband is a dick. Like he didn't care about my mom's dad's death. My mom just came to work and she said my dad's dead or something like that, and he's like, I don't care, so you better do this and that. What an asshole. I mean, he's not moral, definitely. And people should even, probably would definitely need to mention my grandpa, even though I never met him and never, felt him, never see him. That's kind of weird. See his grave, but it's just kind of weird because I was born in 2001, January 15th, and he died in 1999, I think it was. And it was just, barely, but, it was actually the time if he would have stayed alive for a while, but I probably would be sad, but still. So it was kind of an interesting thing because, all right, sorry about the history. Now a little bit thing. Let me tell you about something. um, change the subject completely to Kerbal Space Program. Um, when I was playing it, I think I had that on. I was doing a mission, putting a site, putting because I have all the DLCs, all right, on Kerbal Space Program, and I was deploying these, the if you don't know, but the deployable things, on Tylo. And what happened? I had a rover called the Multi-Purpose Rover. It's like a cool rover, a manned rover. It's pretty much my best of the rovers, and it's small, has solar powers, and it had I think RCS thrusters for positioning. But yeah, it's a beast. And when I was because I had the probe things, I had deliberately had to land. So what I did was I made them, and I landed there, and but deployed this the experiments, and I got the Kerbal out, got the experiments out, solar panels, RTGs, all that goodies stuff, and I was and and then I wanted to I took the Kerbal back to the rover and get inside. I launched the one that that landed back on the surface that I had the parts in, and to take it back to Kerbin to teleport it back. I know I was cheating. Teleport back so I can put it in, recover it and save the money, And then out of the blue, I heard explosion. Now I had YouTube running. I thought it was on there. But then I reviewed back the recording, and it wasn't like, wait a minute, that's me. I'm like, something exploded. So, thank goodness I quick saved. Well, I mean, that's fine if I quick saved. But still, I quick saved with having my Kerbal there. But the freaky thing is, that explosion was the multi-purpose rover. It exploded. Now, when I actually quick loaded, I'm like, okay, what exploded? I tried switching back, I think, and the rover was gone. I thought it was just teleported. But I tried many times. I put cheats on. I put indestructible parts. I did everything, and it just they're cracking. And then I teleport to Kerbal right to the Kraken, and well, the Kraken didn't say anything, so I guess it already had a sacrifice. The Kraken did it because I had cheats on, and the Kraken just destroyed it. And then every time I went back, it was all clear. Well, I did have it in the North Pole of Tylo, the base, or I should say, well, used to be, but then I kept on quick loading and trying to figure it out. But the Kerbal was alone. He was alone because the rover and him, the other person, the pilot, just disintegrated. But when I actually put when I put no gravity on, the rover, the lander can rover was disappeared, but the wheels and the antenna and the solar panels and the extendable docking port were there, but they looked like they were still there. The lights were gone, I think. The RCS things were gone. That was freaky. I have no idea what happened. I should have just checked the console thing to see what happened. All I know is the Kraken. That damn thing. That stupid Kraken. But seriously, it just exploded. I was just put the Kerbal in there, and if I have it quick saved, well, if I had it on hard mode, that would suck, because that would be just suck. But I had auto Kerbal, and this was the first time I used auto recovery Kerbal, which meant when a Kerbal dies, he actually will come respawn. He will respawn back. But, I didn't know how that worked. So I kept on, trying to figure out what's going on. I should have checked the console. I should have checked that. I was going to try to see if I could put a command in there, but I said, no, that's not going to work. So eventually there was no cure for the thing, loss. And eventually, I was figuring around and stuff. And eventually, I finally, the good news is the Kerbal respawned back. But the other Kerbal is actually still over there. I forgot to recover him before I left Kerbal Space Program. But that was freaky. I know it was the Kraken. It was bizarre. It was just, what? Oh, man, that sucks. Because obviously, it's all right. At least I deployed the seismometers. But the Kraken hated the lander can. It did not like it. It was weird. It was fine before, but when I left with the rocket, but when I quick saved, it kept on destroying itself. But I had it all loaded up. That's just creepy. The Kraken is strong when you don't be careful. Man, seriously, the Kraken, he does not like when I'm there. For some reason, he really did not like that landing can. I guess he was tired of it, and I guess he had its chance, when I left, and he's like, oh my God, I'm going to mess him up because I hate this little thing on Tylo. The Kraken, he hates it. But he can't, no matter what he does. But for some reason, when I turn off the gravity, the craft does explode, the rover, all the parts. But when I put gravity off, there's no lander cam. It must be something wrong with that. Maybe something happened. But when I left, it exploded, like it just deleted itself. However, before I pulled down F9 and I paused the game, I saw it there, in the corner there. And then when I unpaused it, it just went up and exploded. And yeah, I felt like there was supposed to be terrain. I have no idea what happened. And then every time I load it back, the lander that I had before teleported up, like it looked like it was above something, and it just lands. And then, why is my ear ringing? That's weird. But yeah, bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. Unbelievably just a bunch of mess. That's what it is. It's just a crap load of baloney. Destroy the Kraken. He did us all. He shall burn. So yeah, the Kraken killed me. Has the Kraken killed me? Maybe. Multiple times, maybe. But this is the first time by visiting Jewel that he destroyed me. Maybe. I've been playing Kerbal for a long time, but I haven't played Kerbal since its release. So I'm not a veteran. But I have been in with the early releases. But I do know a lot more. Kerbal isn't the last stop. If you just play Kerbal, you're not going to get to space. Because there is a lot of stuff. Because if you use like Orbiter 2016, oh boy, your teaches you something. Just put everything on and, and then you'll probably be like, wow, it is really hard to get into space. Especially if you know math, okay? Wonder if I bring a mathematician over here, and, help me do this. I bet he'd be like, easy peasy, lemon squeeze me. But like if I want to go to the moon, it'd be like, hey, can you do this? Calculate all this, but you're going to have a geologist. I don't know. Scott Manley actually, or somebody, had a real astronaut to play Kerbal, and it didn't go that well. Has any astronauts played Kerbal? I bet they have, because yeah. But what about Simple Rockets 2? However, that one is actually kind of realistic. There's no science or anything like that, but it does have a lot of cool things. Even though it's sort of it's not a ripoff, because the flames are realistic, and that actually kind of kicked me in the back. When you ignite the engine, when your engine ignites, it actually spreads when you get up in the atmosphere. That happens in real life. So they did a good job. Good job, Rue thing. I forgot. Orbiter 2016 is possibly the best. However, there's no science. There is science, unless if you have a thing, you can make your own. But it's actually just, you just use your download things just to make a better experience and add-ons and all that stuff. You can, because basically. So yeah, Kerbal, and then you got Flight Simulator on, I should say, Space Flight Simulator on the I should say device. Simple Rockets, I believe, was on the Steam, I think, or Simple Rockets 2, but Kerbal Space Program 2. It looks amazing. It looks like it uses the mods, such as, well, I don't know, but I forgot the mods. But here's the mods that I loved, and I wish I had them. One of them is actually the Coyote Freighters. The Freighter. If you've never heard of it, but actually, it's pretty cool. Codibus Games did an interview, but because of the name also, and it actually is badass because it's just massive. I tried making it into Kerbal, and it's sort of kind of hard. Such as I have mods before, but I have actually tried to install mods. I actually was looking at Wikipedia to make how to make a planet, and I'm like, what? That's going to be hard for me. I'm going to have to have my dad, because I bet that's going to be a little bit rusty, but he's not here. He's in goddamn Montana. But if he does come back, he's going to have to help me uninstall some add-ons. Fix some things. Now, obviously, don't worry. I know. I know it's like 12:08 a.m. And, ow, my throat. Ow. Yeah. All right, look at the picture. I don't want to go home. Well, you're going to have to go home. See, guys, I hope you guys have a great day or night. See ya.